So, why am I starting a YouTube channel? I guess there's several reasons. Some good, some bad, I think, and some. We'll call the rest of them ugly so that I can use the good, the bad, and the ugly in the video. Anyway. Yeah, I know everybody needs money, and obviously I need money to pay my bills and stuff. I just don't want the rest of my life to be focused on money. Not that the first part of my life was focused on money. I mean, I spent 30 years in the tech industry, always just chasing the coolest new stuff, and promotions and raises went with that. And I just kept thinking that next promotion, that next raise is going to put me in a financially stable position, right? Financially stable, whatever that means. And I think that just kept moving because every time I'd get that promotion or that raise, it would just be about the next level that I needed to get to. And I don't want it to be about that. Does that mean I'm not going to try and sell stuff on my channel? Hell no. I got bills to pay, man. I've already got a Human in Progress t-shirt out there, and on TeePublic, I've already got a Human in Progress journal on Amazon. Both of those are linked down in the description, and subscribe and like and all the stuff that you're supposed to do, I think. But I don't want that to be the focus of this channel. I want the focus to be about something real. I've changed my mind about retirement. I mean, think about it. I'm not going to retire and do nothing, right? I'm going to do the things that I want to do. And my retirement will allow those bills to get paid, right? So if that's all retirement is, like I'm doing the stuff I want to do and my basic bills are covered, I don't have to worry too much about my basics being covered. That's retirement as far as I'm concerned. So if I can find 4 or 5 or 6 things that all make enough money for me to cover my bills, and it's all stuff that I would do anyway, then as far as I'm concerned, that's retirement. So that's more what I'm shooting for. Yeah, probably. At least some. I mean, I'm an only child and I was a mama's boy, so that's like a recipe for a self-centered kind of person anyway. So, like, yeah, there's some narcissism there. I think it comes with the territory. But I also think that I want to improve myself, and the only way that you can do that is through self-reflection, which is kind of inherently narcissistic, or at least self-absorbed. The question is, how do I do this without bringing on like full-on narcissistic personality disorder or something like that? I think the best way to do it is put it on the internet. Use the trolls. Don't let your friends let your head get too big, and don't let the trolls make you hate yourself too much either. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I'm in my 50s. I'm not old people old yet, but I'm definitely not young. And I can definitely feel it. Like, I didn't take very good care of myself when I was younger. Like, I never did any of the safety things that you were supposed to do, the extra stretching or anything. So I can definitely feel it in my body. And when I look at YouTube, I think YouTube's young people's game, right? I mean, it's for like pranksters and gamers and TikTok trends, right? It's not for older people. But I think I watch YouTube, so I gotta imagine that there's at least some people my age out there watching YouTube videos, and I don't see a lot of videos that are like kind of geared towards this. How the hell do you get through this part of your life? So maybe this might resonate with some of them. I don't know. Undiagnosed, but it's there. I mean, if I don't have ADHD, I have all the symptoms of ADHD. I mean, I can hyper-focus for like 12, 15 hours easily, sometimes on something useful. Some days I can't start anything. The thing is I don't want to let that become like an excuse. Like, I didn't get anything done today because executive dysfunction, sorry to ADHD. Like, I don't want that to become an excuse. I just want to know that that's there and try and come up with routines and things in my life that will help me move past it. One of the things that can be tough with ADHD is incremental progress. Like doing something every day for a half an hour and getting incrementally better at it. And some days not getting any better at all. Like the drums, right? I do them every day for an hour. I've got my little practice routine where I warm up, do some hand exercises, play along with some songs, and I pick the songs that have things in them that I want to learn how to do. But it can be tough with ADHD because your brain's looking for that dopamine hit, and sometimes, quite often, you're like, I should go down and play drums, and your brain goes, nope, no dopamine there, sorry. And being able to force myself to continue to do that, even when there's no dopamine there to mine, that is something that I'm working on for myself to get past, which is why the Make Move Mean videos every day, that deals with executive dysfunction. I've got something done right at the beginning of the day, right? And I've already said out loud the three things, the things I want to make, the thing I want to do to move my body, and the thing that I want to do to touch meaning today. I've already said those things out loud to an audience. I heard a story once, I don't know if it's true. I had a friend that was in a Blockbuster on a Saturday night, back when it really wasn't that pathetic to be at a Blockbuster on a Saturday night. Yeah. So he's at the Blockbuster just picking out a movie for a Saturday night, and this young family had come in and they'd brought their young son with them. He's 6 or 7. And evidently they didn't have the movie that he wanted. And he started to pitch a fit right there in the store. The wailing, he did that thing where like their legs don't work and mom and dad just kind of drag them around the store while they wail and cry. He did that for probably 5 to 10 minutes. He said it seemed like half hour. So I would assume like 5-10 minutes while they looked for their movie. Dad dragging the little son around the store, looked defeated, looked embarrassed the whole time. Finally, they get up to the counter, and if you remember the Blockbuster counters, they were pretty tall. And the guy picks up his son by the shoulders, and on his way to putting him up on the shelf, he whispers something to his son. And he puts him up on the counter, so he's standing on the counter, and he turns around and he says, "Everyone, can I have your attention, please? My son has something he would like to say." And he made his son apologize to everyone in Blockbuster for ruining their trip to Blockbuster. That I thought was awesome. That's accountability. That I can get behind. And that's what I think this is. It's I have to come out here and put out a video that says, I'm going to do this today. If I don't, even if nobody's watching, I have to be the one who said I was going to do that. And tomorrow, I'm going to have to say I'm doing it again because I didn't get it done today. And at first, I'm going to give myself a little bit of grace in that area where I know that I'm not going to get everything done every day. And these are all brand new habits that I'm trying to get myself to do. Just the fact that I made the Make Move Mean video and I said that that was what I was going to do, and I made a concerted effort to actually do those 3 things during the day, to actually make something move my body and touch meaning in some way today, even if I don't get them all done, for right now I'm okay with that. I'm going to let myself off the hook a little bit there because it's just about building up the habit of doing it every day. Even if I'm getting no dopamine from it, it's just something that I do. It's a baseline. It's something that I do every day. And hopefully that becomes the baseline to do the Make Move Mean, because the Make Move Mean should be a baseline. If I get those 3 things, if I make something, move my body, and touch meaning in some way, I'm going to call that a baseline good day. Right? So eventually, once I've got make, move, mean, and I'm getting my make done every day, and I'm moving like I'm supposed to every day, and I'm touching meaning like I want to every day, then I can start saying, okay, I'm going to try and make 2 things today. Or I'm going to try and make something that's a little bit more ambitious today. Or I'm going to try and make something that's a little less ambitious because I've been trying to do these big things and the make just isn't happening. Yeah, legacy. So I don't have kids, just something that never happened for me and my wife. So maybe this is kind of my way of passing on some knowledge. But I think because when you're raised to want to have a wife and kids and just that whole thing, that you start, as a man, you start accruing those things that you can pass on to your sons and daughters. And now that I don't have any sons or daughters, I kind of want to pass some of that stuff down. I won't disagree that some of it might be completely useless. But for the stuff that it is useful, I'd hate to think that I didn't say it just because I was scared to say it. You know? So, that's why I'm starting the channel. The good, the bad, and the ugly. If any of this stuff kind of resonates with you, feel free to tag along. Or, you can watch from the bushes. I won't judge.